What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back with another Dokkan battle video. Now, I know this event came out a little bit ago, and I'm a little late to the game on this, but I have had people ask, what team do you use for this event? And the honest answer here is you want to clear as many of these missions as possible. So there's really like 3 missions. There's one to beat it in 3 minutes, 30 seconds. That one is a little difficult, but I think this team could still handle it. The other ones, this one is you have to beat it with 3 Super Saiyans on your team, and the other one is you have to defeat this with 3 Extreme Z Awaken units on the team. Now, with all these Super EZAs, Extreme Z Awaken units get a major boost, so you want to run as many of those as possible. And of course, our leader is absolutely no exception to that rule. Though, in my opinion, he's kind of fallen out of favor, at least with me. He tends to have some major key issues if you don't run him with like Piccolo or something. But nevertheless, he's a good leader, 180%. He's like the next best thing if you don't have the Strength Gohan, which I do not have. And I'm sure a lot of other people out there didn't, because, I mean, I tried and I tried and I tried, and he just will not drop. So we're running him as our main. Now, because of that, we need to run a full Kamehameha team, which actually will work out for these guys. Now, originally, I wasn't going to run these guys as the lead, but the AGL Gohan is a 10% better leader, so we're just going to keep running him. But they recently EZA'd, and they're like our MVPs for this. Even though Broly is a strength type, they will absolutely put in work. The rest of the team, another Kamehameha unit, and worth noting, this guy is Super Saiyan. They count as Super Saiyans, even though Krillin is back there. They still count as Super Saiyans on the Super Saiyan team, and their Kamehameha. He's Kamehameha. They're Kamehameha and Super Saiyans. Then, of course, we get to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who's Kamehameha, also not Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, I'm sorry. Then, finally, the only non-EZA unit on this team, but he puts in work and he does a decent job, and he defends like crazy. So, I love this team. They've done a fantastic job. I just got to be a little faster than I normally am with these guys, just because, you know, reasons and things. We have 2 of our non-EZA units on the front line. I'm going to feed him. Man. How am I going to work this out? I think that is my only real option here. And it wasn't even a great option. We are really starting out weak on this one. It's like the worst possible rotation, but we'll play it by ear. We'll still make it work. Only 1.4 mil out of him, which is absolutely pathetic, but, you know, it is what it is. The RNG was absolutely not going to let us off the hook on this one. So you can expect all these guys are going to take for some pretty decent damage. No one's really going to produce, like, crazy good numbers. It's just the game decided it just chose violence, basically, is what happened here. The game is like, nah, bro, nah, you're recording. Everything's got to go completely wrong. Now, this rotation should be off the rails, and it pretty much is. So I'm going to go ahead. They don't need a lot of ki because they are a TUR, so I'm going to feed them that. I'm going to give Gohan this. He doesn't need a lot more than that, and the Int Gohan will get a use super with this, so that's fantastic. Unfortunately, like I said, our AGL he's just got some key issues. He really needs key support. But it is what it is. Yes, they just did a 20 million crit on their first hit. So, like I said, these guys, MVPs. Absolute MVPs. They're great. They're another one of those units that have like crit built in. They have a little bit of evasion built in. And they get better every time they get hit. So, you know, like putting him on the front line just really is like your best bet. Unfortunately, we didn't have any foregoing attacks, but I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. All right. There might even be an excuse to run one of those as the as your sub lead, just because they are so damn good. It actually might, in hindsight here, I'm just thinking about it now, over Gohan, who even though you get a higher attack out of him, you're basically running a 200% lead instead of a 170 lead. The deficit, damage-wise, from not running 2 of those guys might actually just You know, this might be bad. But I want that. I want the green key. I really want all that. We'll see what happens here. Gohan should defend pretty well, though. But eating an SA here is a huge question mark for me. Oh, okay, no, he's fine. He's fine. Was it a big hit? Sure. Was it world-ending? No. No. Remember, he's not Easy 8. So, you know, he's going to take extra damage here. He's definitely unfavorable, but it is what it is. I'm really going to say, if I was going to do this over again, I would run the AGL Gohan as the lead, and as my friend lead, I would run a physical Goten and Trunks. And that sounds crazy. Like, you're limiting damage. I'm going to guesstimate. It's only... So here's the way to look at the maths, okay? The leader skill comes in fairly late in the game, but you're not negating the full 30% of their damage. But even if you were, let's just say, sake of argument, you're losing a full 30% of your damage, which you're not. You're losing like 8% or something like that. Even basing that argument out there, instead of this guy who's doing like, what, 1, maybe 2 mil, you're still doing double digits. So if you want my honest opinion, run this with the physical Goten and Trunks friend lead, and you'll be doing numbers like that all the time. That all probably is exactly what I would expect to see out of them with the other leader skill. But nevertheless, guys, let's just see for the sake of silliness if we could find a friend lead and just kind of prove my point here. We'll try to run this one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and find, filter this down by Fizz, just because I want to see the raw numbers. There they are. So we're limiting ourselves a little bit on damage, or a little bit on the raw numbers, but ultimately we should output significantly more damage. So let's see here. All right, we're going to go ahead and put them on the front line. They don't need a lot of keys, so they can just, maintain that. Oh, and they're going to get a combo super attack here. That will be okay. Not preferable, but it's fine. I'm not worried about the Super Saiyan 2. Let's see what they do here. Let's just see the raw numbers. And remember, because they have a Goten on the team, they're going to do even more. So 13 mil base. Let's see what they actually produce, though. 26 mil. So actually, we did more damage, though it is honestly just because we have a Goten on the team. So that is what it is. That be what it be, y'all. So yeah, the honest answer is run them instead of the Strength Gohan. Strength Gohan, overrated. Run these guys. But I would still run the AGL Gohan as your main leader. So, yeah, I mean, you're really not negating any damage. Let's see if we can get a rotation with them without Goten and see what kind of happens. Because I get the feeling, I mean, case in point, here we go. All right, so they only need 1 key sphere. So we'll give him that. We'll give all that to Gohan, who will still not get a use super, which is atrocious. God, he needs key support so bad. So we don't have a Goten on Trunks, so we're not doing the combo attack. They're still getting 11 mil out of this. An 11 mil... Oh, yeah. Like, what did they do? 23 last time? They're doing 21 now? Nah, forget Strength Gohan. Forget Strength Gohan. Go away. Why am I getting... I don't know why I'm getting a phone call in the middle of recording, but it is what it is. Yeah. Forget Strength Gohan. He's not a thing. He is not a thing. And I bet you we beat this in time now. We got our 330. Yeah, look at that. Nope. Forget Strength Gohan. Run it with this. You'll be fine. Like, comment, share. I'll catch you guys on the next one.